We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
Welcome back, everybody. I think it's been a month, I think, because I think we missed the last game. Or the last regular schedule. Hope everybody's been well. We're a player short right now, but he should be joining us shortly. Who remembers what happened last time?
My boy Novice almost got shot.
That's true.
By a racist man who I barely understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Bernard.
We raided a Mott's compound.
That's right. You raided Mott's compound with the help of the Mutant Defense Militia. And Unison. I was going to bring up Unison, though I was about to call him Until, so I'm glad you said something. You walked in, you rolled over them pretty good, because you called them in the middle of the night. Most of them were asleep. Found out the mutant militia is maybe a little on the rough side. Since they were ready to, start taking out the prisoners once y'all had them. But you talked them down, or at least talked their leader down. They bugged out. The main team bugged out. Unison stayed behind to talk to the police. A very helpful and fairly friendly detective. And to special agents. They gave FBI credentials. They were a little less friendly, perhaps.
And they had some checks I had to make very sure.
There might have been something hinky about him. You got the impression there was something hinky about him.
Yeah. But if they're super being investigations, there's always going to have to be something hinky about them.
Having maybe your boy Novice that got into the computer. Him or Launch, I forget, because those are two computer people. Maybe Launch. That managed to trace back who their or where their mysterious benefactor was seeing the information from. That led back to Farron Steele's offices. You went there, you talked to him. He figured out it came from his computer directly, which is when his right-hand man tried to bug out. And there was, gunfire and a little scuffle, He did very well for a normal guy. But anyway, so he was arrested. That's where we left off last time, Farron, thank you for uncovering this. You all made it into the news for taking out a Mott base. Lots of illegal weapons were picked up there. In the intervening time, it's been a couple of weeks, there has been a rash of tech thefts in town. This is hardly the first time it's happened. In the first session, while y'all were fighting Skyscraper and Gothic, there had been a theft of some high technology in another part of the town. And then, of course, Farron Steele's facility was attacked and things were destroyed. And then you set up a trap at another one of his facilities and fought those armored suited guys that self-destructed by gray gooing. But in the last 2 weeks, you had 4 or 5 facilities hit just real close together. These are more like that first one in that there are costumed known costume villains involved. Though there are reports of one of them having an armored suit, but there's been no video of it shown, so you don't know if it's the same kind of suit y'all faced before or not. The one with the... Oh, did it have kind of ape-like arms? Let's see, where was it? Yeah, that's the one y'all faced before. But you don't know if it's the same one or not. But the newspapers have been speculating on what could be going on. It seems to be a mishmash of technology being taken. Not all the equipment would focus necessarily on... It wouldn't all have one application. It's not like it all goes together. The ones you've taken out were going after propulsion systems that Farron Steele's company was working on. Some of these others, it was like a booster for broadcasting various signals. That one was still one that involved research for the government, for NASA specifically. Trying to come up with faster communications to use in space, that sort of thing. So one of the other thefts was research into better, more heat-resistant materials, that sort of thing.
I mean, that sounds like they all combined for a space satellite.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's something that doesn't.
Alright, fair enough.
I was coming up with examples off the top of my head.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you like that. I'm sorry.
But there have been a few others. All the tech firms in the city have been beefing up their security protocols.
So where are our heroes during this?
I don't know. What have the heroes been doing for the past 2 weeks?
I would say Recluse just been doing the whole patrolling in between scavenging and trying to avoid unwanted attention.
Okay.
U.N.I.S.O.N's been doing their typical public image routine, keeping up with their legal representative, having him be busy.
So you get speeches at pep rallies and,
Doing what things we've been given legal allowance to do.
Grand opening for grocery stores, you're there with big scissors.
I mean, if they want us to be, there might be a member of U.N.I.S.O.N there, yes.
Yeah, the city don't really know what to make of you. The public in general.
We literally just want people to be happier and safe. That's kind of it. We're like, hey, we give free demonstrations for self-defense and stuff. We're just here to be like, hey, we're here to make sure you can take care of yourselves while we're transitioning and you being able to take care of yourselves. We're here to fight supervillains.
Okay, so y'all been on the TV several times. Launch, what have you been up to?
Just kind of standard patrolling, taking it easy.
Okay. Now y'all were also, I think, like a long-term project was to find a base. Has anyone had any more ideas for that?
U.N.I.S.O.N knows an office that can be used.
Their office?
Not exactly theirs. The office of their legal representative.
Recluse found this really nice, dilapidated church on the end of town. The roof doesn't leak, and the basement is very spacious.
Oh, that'd be one to keep in mind. That would actually be a fairly workable one. I will jot that one down so we remember it. Heroes steal a church.
Be fair, it's not stealing. We're not taking it somewhere
Heroes squatting in church.
That's more appropriate.
Any suggestions, Launch? I mean, you have a very nice apartment with central heating.
The children track up the carpet.
You'll leave spider hair everywhere. Yeah.
Not to mention the places you've been walking.
I feel attacked right now, and
And of course, the big question though is, has anyone come up with a name for your team yet? And
magnificent
crickets.
super pals.
And again, crickets.
I mean, to be fair, my team's already named.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I gotta name 2 teams.
You've got experience at it. They just need your help.
Fine, everybody put down their characters, the first letter of their character's name, and I'll arrange it into a word. That's what I did with the other team.
Wait, are we actually doing that?
No, please, no. Weird. Because it's Recluse, Launch, Myrmidon. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
I'm trying to find if there's even a word.
Recluse, Myrmidon, launch. Well, you have no vowels, so there's that.
Well, unison is a vowel. There's a U. Myrmidon. Honey. We're plurm. Alright, so no, that's not going to work.
Well, y'all are wrong.
Anti-FIFA.
Anti-FIFA?
You heard me. Anti-FIFA.
What's the character's name again?
Recluse, yes.
It's going to wind up Recluse and his amazing friends, I can just tell.
I'm actually fine with that. Because I'd basically just be the guest star every episode.
Then out of the blue, we get a cease and desist letter from Disney.
Yeah. At least we be notable then. And then we could just sell them our assets. They're buying people left and right. Anyway, back to the game.
Alright, so anyway, y'all are patrolling. Individually or whatever.
Strolling and patrolling.
Let's see. Recluse.
Yes, sir.
You hear a large crash from several streets over. And what sounds like some sort of alarm going off.
Alright, I swing over to the rooftop adjacent to where it sounded from, where I came from.
Okay.
So I can get a bird's eye view of it.
Let's transition to this map. It'll be down towards the bottom. Because I know the map shows, if y'all does like mine, the map shows up huge. So you zip down to the bottom, kind of towards the center. There's a building that says 23 on it.
Yep, I see it.
Alright. You... Oop, oh. Oh, that was the wrong button. Learn how to use this program. There you go. So you come down and land... from the direction you were coming, you wind up landing on building 26 across the street. What you see below, across the street from you, you've got a Basically, it's a moving van. It's not U-Haul, but it's a similar, lesser known. The building. Let's see, freehand. The building has had the wall knocked down here, where I'm scribbling. And there are several armed men standing around the opening. The back of the moving van is open. The ramp is down.
Can I tell what they're carrying out? If they've carried out anything at all yet?
You don't see anybody carrying anything yet. Everybody you see seems to be kind of standing guard, keeping watch. Let me throw down a few civilian cards. Roll 20 seems to want to lock up on me for a second there. Want to ping where I'm clicking instead of just grabbing the object. Alright, anyway. So you've got a few civilians driving around, but they all seem to be clearing out, trying to clear out once they see what's going on. Now, if I recall right, you've all got throwaway GoPhone.
Yes, sir.
That I think Putty supplied everybody with.
Yeah, I sent a text message to everybody in the on the team.
All right, everybody gets pings back. Oh yeah, everybody gets the text or whatever. Launch, you're already on patrol. And I'm sure at least some members of U.N.I.S.O.N are already running around.
Yeah, unit is typically somewhere around the town.
So you also get the message.
Hey, Todd!
Well, I hope his mic's working. There he goes.
Alright, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see your window.
Ominous.
I can see your window. Everything else is in shadow.
Okay. That's my usual me. I don't give a shit.
There.
Are all the loud Kiddingtons gone?
Oh, sweet Jesus. Walking, yelping, screaming, stomping ads for condom, birth control, and abortion.
Ow. Can't they just be ads for a parenting class or something?
No, I'm talking about the parents.
Oh.
I have not seen that much dirt. I mean, it's like I woke up in like an anime in the dirt verse. I mean, I ain't seen that much dirt. Jesus H. Christ. I think I'm emotionally traumatized. Let's play something.
Alright.
We get to fight people. There's bad people.
Alright, what you've missed is basically nothing other than we reviewed the previous session, talked about what y'all had done in the 2 weeks from there to now. There's been a rash of tech thefts. While on patrol, Recluse has run across some sort of theft going on. He has just sent out a text to the rest of the team over y'all's like throwaway Go phones.
We. Is that a map?
Yes. Scroll down to the bottom.
Bottom right hand side will have where the
Yeah, you're looking for building 23.
I always have to
Resize it.
yeah, mess around with the.
Yeah, mine always starts zoomed in on the upper left corner.
Yep.
While you're doing that, let me go check the Twitch feed, make sure it's still going good. Yep, it's there.
16, 24, 25, 26, 28.
All right, from 26 is across the road from 26.
Okay.
26 is across the road from 23.
Well, he saw 26, so
Yeah. I was looking at 26. Okay, I see 23.
yeah. Recluse is on top of 26. You got a moving van parked in front of a hole in the wall on 23, surrounded by armored troops.
Gotcha.
Recluse, all of them, everybody you see is armed with a rifle and a sidearm. Yeah, they got a pistol on the hip.
Can I tell what make and model?
Give me an intelligence roll. And I'll give you just a slight penalty for make it a little more difficult for just the distance.
Have I missed the technical difficulties this week?
All technical difficulties were pre-show so far.
Thus far.
Oh.
My camera was giving me trouble when I got on earlier, but we managed to get that sorted. You know, we were going to let Tarky do the broadcasting this week. We didn't quite get that set up, but that was just not getting on early enough, not an actual difficulty.
Is this us broadcasting on Roll20 or are we broadcasting on Discord?
We are live on Twitch. If you go to the Twitch channel, you could watch us with a slight delay. Which reminds me, I need to check that periodically in case anybody is saying anything there. All right. Get the scenes. All right, so Recluse has called you all. Launch, you were already on patrol. Todd, you were working your day job. Kind of on the.
Day job?
We've discussed what you do for a living.
Jason, I apologize. I will close the Twitch now.
What's that?
I also had our Twitch up on the side, and I looked and noticed that there is something showing on your screen that is not showing on ours as the players. So I've closed that. That's to not cheat in this game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It ain't a big something, but for those of you that can't see it, I have some tokens already on the map, but on a different layer where y'all can't see them yet until I bring them in. Some of those tokens are yours for the players that haven't shown up yet. But yeah, yes, Todd, you're off doing some roofing at the moment.
Okay.
And you get the text. Launch, you were already on patrol. So you can get there within just a couple of rounds. U.N.I.S.O.N. You don't have a specific travel power, do you? Let's see, is that your token or is that your character? Let me remind myself what it is that you do. Alright. Okay. Alright, Taylor, how are you getting there?
Teleportation and rainbow. Dinosaur.
I mean, how close by was Unit to the call?
Let's see, if you were out patrolling, we will roll, let's roll a d6. How many of your team are actively patrolling?
Unit, Novice, and Impulse, typically.
Are they patrolling together or separately?
Typically separately.
Alright.
Unless there is an alarm, which could all start convening at the same point.
Alright, well, this text goes out, so all of you know to beeline here. We'll roll a d6 for each of them.
Alright.
And that'll be how many rounds it takes them to get there.
Okay.
Starting with, name off one of them.
Unit.
Ooh, he gets there in 6 rounds.
Novice.
3 rounds.
Impulse.
Alright, so,
It'll be a little while.
and not a real long time, but yeah. And heck, we'll do the same thing for Myrmidon. Well, Myrmidon's got a fairly rapid travel power, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm kind of quick.
Let me find your character sheet. Yeah, you got 5 ranks of burrowing. It's on the... Yeah, when you're going all out, you're going like 10 or 20 blocks. You know, a turn, basically. So you're going to be like launch. You're going to get there basically the second round. Recluse is going to be on his own for a round, and then y'all will show up. Recluse, when you landed, did you try to do it stealthily?
Yes.
Or are you standing on the edge of the roof doing this little number?
Yeah, I'm trying to be stealthy about this.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
Stealthy as a freak bug monster can be.
And that'd be coordination?
Let me check. Let me look at a sheet. Let's see, prowess. Yes, coordination. Yes. Plus, if you've got the stealth skill, that factors in as well.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a 6. The soldiers have. Let's see. Martial arts, military, weapons, dry, pilot. Their awareness is average, so they got a +3. Unfortunately, some of them saw you land.
Boy.
So the alarm goes out, guns swivel in your direction. The usual. All right, everybody give me a coordination roll for initiative. Let's see, get him out. Add him a turn. Nah, just give me one.
One for now.
Yeah, just give me one. Alright, so Hannah got a 13. Zach got a 10. Parker got a 9. Myrmidon got a 10. Alright. Oh. I bet I need to roll for the soldiers.
Where's there a +6?
Because of the coordination was 6 and you roll a 6.
Coordination is also
There's
average.
a 1, 6, +6, +1.
Yeah, that's what you rolled.
It's been a while.
I love you. Yeah, it has been.
The one that says mine has 3
Does-
numbers and everyone else has 2.
Because you had military specialization, which boosted your initiative.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Angel.
Yeah, hang on. For some reason, I deleted everything I had in the turn order. Let's see, where was Myrmidon's 10, and Recluse was also a 10. All right. All right. So top of the order is Recluse. You see him turn towards you with your guns. You know what's about to happen.
Not how one of my day to go. Okay, I'm just gonna risk it and just drop down, throw myself around in the middle of them, tackling this one.
All right. So you leap into the air, send out a web, kind of snag their truck, and pull yourself across like that. Give me a prowess versus his prowess.
Oh. No, for a Recluse.
All right, you land a blow. What is your strength?
7.
All right. These guys are not in any kind of body armor. So he drops.
And I guess my second attack, I'll try to yank this guy's weapons away. My web.
Alrighty.
So would that be a coordination or a strength test first?
Whichever is lower. And it would be his coordination or strength, whichever is lower. Coordination. Alright, so it'd be his coordination. His rifle goes flying out of his hand.
Fantastic.
You try to catch it, or you just kind of fling it over your shoulder.
I'm gonna catch it. Just keep him from picking it back up again.
Okay. Alright, so that is your round. Then it's their go. One of them goes running into the building. And and start shouting to somebody else.
Oh dear.
This one just steps out from around. Tries to gun you down at close range.
Use my dodge roll.
And his coordination's a 3, but he's got the weapons.
Whew.
You feel the wind off him. You barely get out of the way. His buddy back here steps around, does the same thing. So you need to beat a 5. All right. And the last one.
Oh, that'll hit.
That one hit you. The rifles, I believe, do 5 damage. Let's see. Sidearms do shooting damage 4. Yeah, rifle does 5. But that is their go. Then we are back around to the top of the order. Let's see, where were we? All right, Todd, Anna, your figure should be visible now. Right over by building 26. Set yourselves wherever you want to appear on the map. Since one of you comes up from under the ground and one of you just falls from the sky, you can pretty much land anywhere you want.
I just want to fall from the sky over on top of this guy.
That might be a little bit cheating.
You would land. That one is inside the building. He just stepped through the hole in the building, so you'd land on the roof.
I apologize. Then this guy.
All right. Well, then when it's your turn, you can make your attack on him.
Awesome sauce. Where are you going me to park until then?
Right there's fine.
Okay.
Myrmidon, where are you coming in at?
Let's see. What about there?
Okay.
Is that a guy?
It's a guy right here, and there's an unconscious guy right here.
Yeah, I want to get close to the guy that's conscious.
Okay, yeah, that's right next to him then.
Okay.
Do you do your typical open a big hole and slowly rise up, or you just?
I basically explode out of the ground since I know there's trouble, making my typical speech. Rejoice, mortal. For this day, the Mother Gaia has blessed you with a hero of the legend.
He looks surprised, and then a little puzzled, like he's trying to figure out how that's a blessing for him.
Oh, thank God the bulletproof one's here. Shoot him!
No offense, bud, but I know you can take it. Shoot him. Alright, now I need to make 3 more rolls. For, nobody of any particular importance.
Nope. Lost on him.
Well, I put these other people in the initiative. Maybe he'll have time to get back on.
I'll be right back.
5 rounds
long as you're keeping track. Oh, dang. He rolled the lowest. All right.
All right, am I back?
Yes, you're back. Descending order. All right, now top of the order with everybody involved now. Well, almost. We'll start off with launch.
So when I land on that guy, do I just use my standard launch thing?
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
Just my prowess?
Let's see, prowess. Yes. Yeah, that's all you do.
Alright. Nice.
Now, if you wanted to burn, let me take it back. If you wanted to burn determination or something, you could pop him for a little extra damage, but that involves burning a point. So.
I mean, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. Against these guys, these are unarmed norms. So yeah. All right. So that's your prowess versus his prowess, which I believe was a 3. Yeah. No, prowess was a 4. All right. So coordination was a 3. Yeah, he almost gets out of the way before you land on him, Super Mario style. And you do what? Your strength is a 6.
Yes.
All right. Let me move you to the side just so I can put his in. So yeah, you slam him down on the asphalt and he's out like a light.
So is this another guy or just someone trying to run away?
That's another guy.
Okay.
The only civilians you see are in the cars, and most of them are either speeding. Well, it's been a round, so yeah. Greenie here has sped away. This guy's in the midst of doing a quick U-turn. He ends up getting up on the sidewalk a little bit, but you figure he's gonna be out of the way in no time. And if you zoom in close enough on them, you can see their entire little figures with guns and stuff. It's some of the, I didn't think to make default, mercenary tokens, so it's some of the default ones that come with Roll20. But they're little, so you can't make out as much detail on them. Alright, Myrmidon, you're up.
I'm going to slug the guy that's closest to me.
Alright, give me a prowess roll.
The one that did he actually ask me if he couldn't see how me showing up was a blessing?
No, that's just the look on his face.
Oh, okay.
Alright, he rolled a 7. Beat a 7.
Where is it? There it is. Yay.
Gift of hands.
It was an 8. So beat it. Yay.
And you do the damage ungodly?
I have a 9 strength, so probably.
Yeah, he goes bouncing off the wall back here. Recluse, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna disarm the other guy. Yeah, right here.
Alright.
Not festival.
Oh. Kind of forgot there that I had to roll something. Hang on. Let's see. It was his lowest of strength or coordination, which is coordination for him. Alright, so you try to whip his guns, and he kind of ducks out of the way.
Alright, I'm just gonna use my second attack to bull rush him.
Well, if I tried to be fancy with the first attack, that didn't work, so now I'm just going to run up and pop him. So that's your prowess versus his prowess. Alright, you catch him there. And you've got a strength of 7, and he has no body armor. You knock him back a few feet. Okay, next up. From inside the building, a woman steps out. Let me check this to make sure I know which one she is. That is... Okay. When she steps out, she's got a hand in front of her, and there is a series of spheres kind of rotating around. They're glowing. You can't tell if they're solid or just light. And then all of them sort of launch off at you, Myrmidon.
Oh, really? Okay. Do I try and avoid those things, or I just take the shot?
Are you asking, or is that just rhetorical while you think about it?
The girl comes out as, was she shooting like energy at me or something? Or?
When she holds her hand up, it's like she's got these glowing orbs rotating around her hand, and then they launch off at you in rapid succession.
And we try to dodge them just because we don't know what in the hell they are yet.
Alright, so that'll be coordination. Ooh, beat a 10. Not quite. Let's see.
Damn, missed about one.
Yep.
No.
There's something I need to check right quick. I'm actually learning the book, starting to learn the book well enough to find it quick now. Alright. She's got an extra on that power. But with the position of the truck, she can't actually see the other player, so it's all on you. Alright, what is your damage resistance, Todd?
What in the hell, where do you find damage resistance?
It would be amongst your powers. Let me bring up your alternate form gives you damage resistance equal to your alternate form.
Oh, then it's 5.
Okay. They hit you with pretty good force, but you're not actually harmed by them. If you zoom in on her, you can tell she's got a mask that covers this part of her face, and then goggles. It's all you can really tell that she's blonde and, you know, has a well-formed forehead, I guess.
It was the body like.
Yeah, she is wearing a tight suit. Yeah, she got some curves. She's athletic.
Okay. You know, that's really something you should be triggering, not me.
Either one of us can trigger it. I may just wait a moment before I do it.
So she hits me with these basically energy balls. They don't do anything to me.
Nah.
Just gotta hit 'em.
It's like they hit you and pop like a soap bubble, but when they pop, they reappear around her arm.
I look at her and wink at her and tell her harder.
She just kind of goes, well, she got a mask, so you can't see her face, but she kind of goes, ugh, and then vanishes.
When she vanished, that's no fun.
Put her over here for right now. That's not where she went, but I don't know where she went. So next up.
Alright, this is the second turn for the guards. Or the second turn for the nines.
We're on turn 2 right now.
Okay. Alright, so the start of next turn is when Novice shows up.
Correct.
Alright.
Alright. Another woman comes out. This one comes flying out. She's got translucent wings off her back. More insect than anything else. But they don't appear to be made, you know, they're kind of translucent. It's like they stop right before they actually attach to her back. And she will... Oh, right. Also, when she comes out, she's about this tall. Todd, she zips by you and tries to blast you in the face.
Okay.
And let's see, her coordination is that.
Do I get a chance to dodge that too?
Yeah.
Dodge something one.
You can still dodge.
Huh?
Yeah, I said yes. You get to dodge. All right.
Okay. Ooh, beat that one.
All right, you managed to get out of the way, which means her secondary effect does not take effect. And like I said, she shoots at you while she's buzzing by. She winds up out here somewhere.
What are the chances do I get to take a swing if she goes by me?
No, there are no attacks of opportunity in this.
Okay.
And you have taken your action for the round, so. Alright, then the armored guy, the guard guy comes back out. Or the, not guard, but, thug. Merc, whatever you want to call him. Let's see. Launch is who he sees, so he shoots at launch. It is coordination of 3 plus his military, or his weapons rather. So give me a coordination roll, launch, plus anything you've got that helps you dodge.
anything to help you dodge?
Nope.
Not even in the military?
Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah, the military is more strategic, which is why it helps you with initiative. Oh, you do it though. You roll to the side as the guys chews up the street with his assault rifle.
Wait. God damn it.
Did you forget about your...
Yes.
It's been a month.
Oh, right, your absorption.
Well, it's probably not a good idea to get too reliant on, I can take that hit. Like,
But I can.
If you would like to retcon your move where you don't dodge, that's fine. Like you said, it's been a month since we played, so. And he is
Sure.
and he is shooting his regular old bullet, so it's not like it's anything.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Let's see.
Do I have to roll anything for that, or?
No, I'm just checking the damage.
Oh,
All right. It's 5 points, which I think you can absorb all of that without any trouble.
Yep.
Because you've got... Yeah, 5 is what you do, so... So yeah, any kind of pistol or regular rifle you're fine with. And that means you've got 5 points of absorbed energy to play with. The soldier guy looks quite disheartened when the bullets basically touch you and then just drop to the ground.
Smirk at him.
All right.
Got too angry with me. What? Oh, there's a new person. They just keep coming.
They are Legion. All right. This guy is in an armored suit. Let's see. And he beelines for Todd.
The armored suit yet?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, he is trying to punch you.
Okay.
There was a key word in that sentence.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
armored suit, he made me run.
I've been trying to hit you.
He rolled a dad, he's probably going...
A +7, that's pretty good. I bet.
He's probably going dead. Is this a new round, or am I still just trying to dodge?
This is the same round. Are you thinking about trying to block?
Yeah.
Let's see. Outcomes.
Because I've got rank 3 martial arts.
Pyramid tests. Actions. Climbing, attacking, blocking. Alright, blocking involves bracing for an attack, resisting it with sheer strength. Blocking is normally only effective against bashing, blasting, and rushing attacks. When blocking, take your action to do so until the start of your next action. You defend against those. Yeah, you'd have to have an action to do that.
Okay.
Basically, when you trigger that, that's what you do for a round instead of any other actions. But the block is good for any attacks on you. You know, it's you basically pulling the Superman and just standing there and taking it. which is why it really only works on physical kind of stuff.
Okay, I'm going to roll my coordination.
Prowess.
But would my martial arts factor into that?
You would roll your prowess, and yes, your martial arts will factor into that.
Okay.
Because remember, prowess is your hand-to-hand combat. Alright, so he comes jetting across. It's a good, solid swing, you know. This guy knows how to fight. You just get your arm up and manage to knock it to the side.
Okay.
And now we are at the top of the next order. Top of the order on the next round. Round 3. Alright, Taylor, which one of you is showing up?
Novice. Which would be great.
Alright. There it goes. And which color is novice?
Novice is yellow.
Alright, got a little yellow dot on him. Best I can do for you. I'll get the alternate colored costumes for you eventually. Let's see. You don't have a travel power, so you got to be traveling from one edge. So I'm going to put you coming out of this alley right here. Do you see where I put you?
Oh, I've got to move myself around my camera a bit. Yes, I see where I'm coming from.
So yeah, you're just arriving. You step out of the alleyway and then quickly step back as this car zips by you. It had gotten up on, it clearly thrown a U-turn, got up on the sidewalk as it was turning, and it's headed off.
Alright.
You're close enough to see a panicked civilian inside, who you hope gets in the correct lane before he travels too far. Green car's gone. That car's got earned.
Alright. Novice enters the scene. Hey, what if am I the first one here? U.N.I.S.O.N. No, I can't be here first. I don't remember any of our lines.
Just kick their asses and you'll do great.
Alright, the top of the order is launch.
I'm going to blast this chick.
Which chick?
It won't ping right. There we go.
Oh, okay.
The supervillain that's still around.
Huh? The supervillain is still around. Something like that. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, coordination roll. I can't believe I don't have a little thing right now.
Just let me check one little thing on her power. Okay. Alright, so you take a shot at her. You get an 8. She rolls her coordination of... her aerial combat expertise will come into it. Ooh, expert. That's very nice. Let's see, 4. So that's a +6. And I am activating one of her qualities while she has the shrinking power going, because like I said, she's got like yay big. She has the small quality. She's activating that because it makes her harder to hit. So you get a hero point. She gets a +2 to her roll. Oh, which it turns out she desperately needed.
Dang.
So yeah, you fire off a wave of kinetic energy, and she just kind of spirals around it. And then kind of takes the classic Tinkerbell pose of, you know, pointing at you with her face all scowled. Myrmidon.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
Yeah, we'll try and punch the guy that tried to punch me.
That sounds like a cycle of violence that will never end.
Yep, a little bit.
Oh no, that 12 makes it look like it's gonna end.
Alright, let's see here. Prowess of that. Boom.
Ooh, nice.
He catches your fist. He takes about a half step back as he does it, but he manages to catch your fist. Not muffled exactly, but slightly distorted by his helmet. You hear him go, this may be interesting. And he doesn't say it like that's a bad thing.
Okay.
Recluse.
Okay. Got a couple options here. You know that assault rifle I took earlier?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to empty it into this guy. Because if he can take a hit from Myrmidon, that Citivus can probably stand it to,
This probably won't kill him.
yeah, pretty much. That's my thought process on that.
Alright, give me a coordination.
5?
Yes. Let's see. Alright, now where? Oh, there it is. So yeah, you round the corner, you shoot, he just kind of jerks back, you know. Bullets go crashing into the building, you know, down here. You hear some more windows break.
Oh god, that was a bad idea.
Whoever the armored guy looks at you. You shouldn't use those if you ain't been trained for them.
Shout from the back. He's giving you good advice.
And there is disapproval. There is disapproval in his voice. All right. That's an amateur move. No. Those are dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop that and try and hit him with my weapon.
Oh, that's right. You get a second attack.
Yep.
I'm just picturing a Recluse, big spider freak. He shoots the gun, realizes he's unloaded on somebody's building, freaks out and drops the gun. Oh God, that was a bad idea.
What have we done?
All right, he avoids this with his coordination. All right.
Damn.
Yep, he dives and dodges. Alright. Then it is the chick that disappeared's turn. Where did she go? Anna, the only warning you get is this slight little, hang on, she's a little too close. Is this slight, you hear just a slight little popping noise, almost like one popcorn kernel going off back behind you. And then give me...
For a minute.
Beg pardon?
She had to step away for a minute.
Oh, okay. But I'll give you time to go grab a soda then. Be right back. Well, Tarky, as you're standing there surveying the battle scene, you know, you see Launch and you see this woman appear behind her.
Oh, is it now my turn?
No, I'm just telling you what you saw.
I'm back.
All right, Anna. As I was saying, you know, you're standing there. You just shot at the little lady. And the only warning you get that something's coming is you hear this slight popping noise behind you. Like a single popcorn kernel going off. And then this woman tries to shoot you. Got a coordination of 4, and she's good with her power.
Do I have a chance to like turn around or anything, or just?
No, but you know, you've had training. You hear this, something's behind you. You can make your dodge roll like usual.
Okay.
You just may not be completely certain what's coming.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
So 8, 9, 10, 11. So she beat you by 3. Which is... Alright, that is a major success. And what kind of blast does she do? -5 quantum spheres. Okay, they have the potential to stun you. Alright, you take 5 points of damage. Now give me a strength roll versus her ranks in this power to see if it stunned you.
Nice.
Alright, you're not stunned. It hurt, but it doesn't knock you loopy or nothing. And when you look behind you, you see that woman that well, actually I don't guess you had seen her yet. Because the truck would have been between you and her before. So yeah, you got shot by someone, you don't know where she came from. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm sorry, Recluse, give me a roll too.
Oh.
When she fires the spheres off, they fire off in a burst. She can basically hit everybody she can see.
You need to start changing the name.
Alright, and her, you make it off the same attack roll, so you needed to beat an 11. So you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, Recluse is having a very bad day. He's down to 2 stamina.
Youch. But it is not a major success, so you don't have to make the stun check.
Awesome.
I'm going to say that she didn't see Novice since he's behind her and she teleported in, so. Next up is the little bug lady. Where did she go? And she zips by launch and takes a blast at her as she flies by. So a coordination of 4 plus the skill with her power. So Anna, you need to dodge a 9.
Coordination, right? Yeah. Oh, why? Can I use like a determination point? Something? Using my offensive subroutines?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead and spin a point.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a +2, so 7, 8, 9. So yeah, that's a tie. Nothing happens. Let's see. Shrinking stride. Okay. Oh, wait a second though. Technically, the blast makes contact. It's just not a good enough. It's a grazing shot. Doesn't do you any actual damage on a 0, but that is good enough to activate the secondary effect her blasts have. Which is, let's see. Roll the highest of your strength or regeneration, which I don't think you've got regeneration. So give me a strength roll.
Nice.
Okay. The affliction does not set in. It's not the secondary effect on her blasts are not very strong. It's just an extra little something that, something that could help her out against people with high damage reductions. Where she made contact, she could still do something to them. And then it is our last gun-toting thug's turn. Alright, he has seen that his bullets don't do anything to launch. So he runs. He runs back into the building and you lose sight of him. Taylor, is your go.
Yep. Novice quickly communicates with the rest of U.N.I.S.O.N. Hey guys, we have three unknown powered individuals assaulting. Is a warehouse of some sort?
It's a technological firm.
Assaulting tech firm XYZ. Need unit response here immediately, and then I'll plug a shot with my T-blasts at the masked assailant.
Alright, the one that just shot launch in the back. Blondie
Yes.
here. Alright.
Yes, the blonde one.
Alright, so she gets her coordination.
And another member of Unison who's not currently here is contacting the police about it.
Okay. Alright, you hit. What kind of damage does that do?
I believe the T-Blast hits with my willpower.
Well, that's what you roll to hit with it. I mean, what kind of damage? The damage is based on the rank of the power itself.
Oh, sorry. Let me pull my character sheet on this to remember better.
It's a 4 or 5. 4? Okay. Well, this one's got no damage reduction, so she takes the full 4 anyway. Okay. You hit her, she kind of half spins around, realizes you're there. And then bottom of the round, we're back to the armor-suited guy. Well, he still wants to know what a punch of his will do. So he's going to try to punch the Myrmidon again. So his prowess is a 7, and... Yeah, he does not have that skill. Alright, Todd, he's taking a swing at you.
Alright, I'm going to do block, but this time I think I'm going to activate Super Soldier.
Okay. Burn you a determination. It'll add you +2 to your roll.
Can I burn that basically to turn that punch into a throw? In other words, he throws a punch, I use his momentum, I keto it, and I throw it.
Yeah, I'll let you do that for a determination point. You won't get the +2.
Okay.
But yeah, you won't get the +2, and you've got to beat him by at least. Yeah, you just have to beat him. We won't worry about making it a mod or anything. So it'll be your prowess plus your martial arts. All right. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you beat him. So yeah, he comes in. You grab that arm, and you kind of start pulling him across. You catch him with the other arm, and then you just kind of heave. Are you just going for pure distance?
Yeah, I'm just when he throws a punch, I sidestep it like before, but this time I grab the arm and just chuck it.
All right, he goes arcing off into the wild blue yonder. Arcs over the buildings.
Kind of laughing as I do it. The Myrmidon is master of combat.
He goes arcing over one of the buildings. You don't hear a crash on the other side, though.
Iron Man flies.
Yeah, well, he came flying out of the building at you. It was like a rocket. It's like he propelled himself at you when he threw that first punch. Oh, then it's his turn. Shouldn't have thrown him down that other layer because he wasn't going to be there very long. All right. So yeah, way off in the distance, on the other side of one of these buildings, you see him kind of, you lose sight of him on the buildings, and then just a few seconds later, you see him kind of pop back up over the buildings. However, it took his action to basically catch himself before he would have gone the full distance you would have thrown him. Because you could probably chunk him several city blocks.
Probably.
He don't weigh much of nothing. I mean, compared to what you can pick up. So with effort, he was able to halt his flight, or his uncontrolled flight, and he'll be able to fly back and do something on his next round. Top of the order, launch.
I'm going to attack this one with. Can I spend a determination point to kind of launch myself at her as an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been letting you do that. Gives you a... You get a +2. You can apply that to trying to hit her, or you can apply that to damage.
I'm going to apply it. What do you think?
And a hitter.
To hit her.
Alright, so that's a 9, but it'd be an 11 if that's where you're putting the plus.
The +2's already applied.
Oh, that's already in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You built a roll specifically for that attack. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so she resists that with her... Let's see... With her prowess... Plus her martial arts...
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
It's a tie, so... your knuckles scrape across, but she kind of rolls with it, so it doesn't do any real damage. Oh yeah, move it right up there on her. Myrmidon. Alright, am I back?
Yeah. You're not changing everybody with Toto.
Who's playing music?
Me. Entertainment with Toto.
Oh, okay.
Entertainment.
Gotcha. I've gone 2 or 3 weeks with no internet problems, and all of a sudden they decided to go, you don't have internet. But rebooted the modem, rebooted the router. So hope. The Twitch seems to be down though.
Well, yeah, once you dropped, the Twitch will cut out. You'll have to restart the stream.
Alright, hang on just a second while I stop it and restart it then.
You're also having some slight lag, but it popped in once. Maybe it's gone now.
Alright. Alright, I think maybe the stream is starting back up. Alright, anyway, it was... Whose turn was I announcing it was?
Launch. Or, no, we just wrapped up launch.
Launch had just done launch trademark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had moved her up here, and apparently that had not taken, and then it lost me. Okay. Right. It was Myrmidon's turn. Myrmidon, what are you doing?
I am holding my action if the armored suit guy basically like tries to fly down, Superman style, attack me. Yeah, I'm going to jump up to meet him, and I'm going to use Unstoppable.
Okay, I got you. Recluse.
Alright, well, with the armored suit guy preoccupied and launch around on either side, Recluse is gonna move up and try to drag pixie dust up here down to the ground with his webs.
Okay.
And I'm going to burn my sole little determination point. Give myself a little bit of a boost because I'm blessed by the crawling gods. Hopefully my web will actually catch her. So
All right. So that's a 6, but we add the +2.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's actually an 8. She's got to beat. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. This is coordination for and aerial combat expert is a +2.
Damn.
So yeah, you send out 2 streams of webbing. She kind of works between it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit her with another shot.
Okay.
I'm modified. 10, just beat this time. I couldn't have rolled that the first time.
Huh. I just noticed after I had to reload roll 20. Yeah, that first roll I was rolling a d20 instead of a d6. So let me go back and re-roll that first roll. Or we'll count the 12 I just rolled to the first roll, and now I'm rolling for the second one. So this is the one that's got to beat the 10.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, you fire once, she weaves around it, you fire again. She manages to dodge one string, and then the other one just hits her center mass.
You're in for a really bad time.
Alright, and so it's the 8, 9, 10. So you beat her by 2. And that is Binding was the name.
Yes, sir.
That stuff falls under. Alright, marginal success. Achieves a partial hold. But the material level of your binding is halved. No, wait, marginal is... Yeah, +2 would fall under marginal, okay. No? Hold on, I'm losing it. Alright, a marginal would be if y'all tied at 0 degrees of success. So what you got was the moderate, which achieves a partial hold, targeting can perform actions but at a -2 penalty and can't move from the spot. A moderate success can also upgrade an existing partial hold to a complete hold. Yada, yada. Okay. So you've got her. She can't move from that spot. She can still shoot at people, but she's at a -2. If you got her with another one of those the next time, then it'd be a full hold. So let me mark her as webbed. Then we move on to the woman with the spheres. She don't really like being where she's at. She's fired. She's made 2 shots. Come on now, where is it? Okay, that was worse than I thought it was. Alright, she's looking beat up. She is looking kind of tired, too. Like this fight is just taking it out of her. And she disappears again. But this time without a... Say that. Rather than shoot you, launch, she tries to punch you. So that is a prowess roll. She's got a 3 prowess and martial arts, so she's got a +4. Now, you gonna try to dodge, or you just gonna take it because it's a punch?
Do I absorb that? Yes, I mean...
Punches would be considered kinetic energy. Okay. Her strength is a 3, so you've got 3 points to play with.
Okay.
The way her fist stops when it touches you, she looks startled. Because, you know, don't... You being able to take a punch wouldn't surprise her. But the fact that there's no reaction at all. She looks startled, and then she just vanishes. With that same popcorn sound.
I like that teleporting sound, popcorn sound.
Yeah, I need to quit using that as the descriptor, though, before y'all label her popcorn or something.
No, I like it. It's too late.
Henceforth, she is known as Pop Secret.
Popping noise in my mouth. I do that.
Alright, then it is... the little pixie girl. Does she try to free herself, or does she go after the guy that trapped her? Recluse's webbing would have a material strength of 6.
Yes, sir.
She's gonna try to blast Recluse.
I don't like that.
She don't care what you like. Alright, so coordination of 4. She's got the skill with her blast. So that's got her up to a 5. She's webbed, so that's got her at a -2. So she's only got a +3 to the roll. Alright, you dodge it without any trouble at all. And the whole time, she's trying to fly straight up, but the webbing has got her, so she's just kind of sitting there doing this little number. It just got her, you know, it's basically got her by the feet and has her anchored to the ground. Next up is that last gun-toting thug. Y'all don't know what he's doing inside the building, but he does something. You do, in fact, hear a scream from inside the building. Taylor, you're up.
Novice is going to take a quick look to make sure there isn't a driver in that truck.
Alright, move your guy then. Does he just swing straight out where you can see? Or does he,
He'll just take a few steps. Get a better line of sight just to make sure there isn't a driver.
Huh.
Basically just turns the corner and looks into the vehicle.
Alright. Now the driver's side door is open. You do not see anybody in there.
Okay, cool.
Some of the gun toters were obviously the drivers.
Gonna take a T-blast at the Wasp then.
All right. All right. So that'd be coordination.
Which she should be at a disadvantage at due to the webs. Where's that?
I think it's specified. We'll check. It specifies actions. I think dodging. I believe that counts as a reaction. Basically, I don't think she takes a penalty on her defenses. It's just if she's actively doing something.
All right.
So anyway, coordination of 4. And the aerial combat expertise. Alright. You get a good solid hit on her. How much damage do you do? 4?
Rank 4.
Oh, I don't think she's been damaged yet. Let's see, I think your TK can do slams. Your T blast rather does slams. But she's attached to the ground, so she ain't going nowhere, no way. Next up is the armor suited guy. And yes, Todd, he just flat double fists. He's flying straight down into you.
Okay. I'll let him get, just about to me, and then I'll jump into him with a forearm shot.
Just elbow to the face or forearm to the face.
Yeah, basically just a leap. Basically a chop block kind of job.
All right.
We will knock the hell, and I'm using unstoppable, so we'll got each other and see what happens.
All right. The unstoppable will let you add a +2. Are you going to add that to the hit or to the damage?
Let's do it to hit.
Okay. So your prowess versus his for your lick, and then if he's still conscious, his to you.
Yep. Maybe we'll knock each other out like Superman Doomsday. It'd be cool. It'll be totally cool. I got a 14.
12, but you got the +2, which is the only reason you hit him. It's like he realizes what you're doing and tries to roll his head out of the way and just don't quite make it. And you do 9 points of damage.
Yep, I got a strength of 9.
All right, that definitely hurts, but he is still up. He in fact still manages to try to deliver his shot to you. So roll your prowess again. And that is a marginal success. So he makes contact, but it's not a solid enough lick to actually hurt you. It's like you kind of twist your whole body with him. So.
Wait, hold on a moment, Jason. You had a slight delay there, where it was
Yep, you had a glitch.
Cuddy, and we couldn't quite make out what you said.
Okay. On his attack, you tied. So he makes physical contact. He touches you. But you're kind of rolling, so his fist kind of grazes across your chest. Doesn't actually do any damage. Yeah, get all that. All right.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to swap y'all's places as y'all come to, as your movement ends, you basically land kind of across from each other. or almost back to back. Think like two samurais charging at each other. They run up, they do the lick, and then they're standing.
Are we back to the top?
We are back to the top.
Alright, that means Impulse has now arrived on the scene.
Alright, what color is Impulse?
Red.
Oh wait, that's not the one I need. Alright, and he will come in down here at this alleyway.
Alright.
Basically, you saw the armor suited guy arc over, kind of spin around and catch himself with the jet boots and take back off.
Alright. And he'll be operating the same turn order as Novice.
Yeah. We'll keep it simple like that. But it is top of the order and Launch's turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm walking over to the pixie dust over here, and I'm going to attempt to step on her.
That's vicious.
I mean, I don't know.
Mechanically, it's no different than trying to punch her, so you know.
Yeah.
You just have some webbing stuck to your shoe like gum.
Actually, I think I'm just going to leave her alone since she's just kind of pretty much restrained and go for this guy.
Alright.
Shit. On my screen, his webcam has frozen.
All I have is this little icon thing for his picture.
I can still hear y'all. Can y'all still hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Now you're
we can
back.
Because I've still got everybody. Let's see. Might try the reconnect button. Sometimes that'll make the cameras pop back.
Well, I mean, you were frozen for just a little bit. Pop back. I was just
okay.
scared there's another disconnect.
Hopefully we'll get through the day without another one of those. I mean, it's really been 2 or 3 weeks since my internet started doing that in-out again.
It was waiting for just this moment.
Apparently. Still, of all the sessions, I think it's been the mildest so far. I say that, then Taylor freezes on my screen for a second. Alright, so you Launch is going after the armored guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you shooting him with those 3 points you've absorbed, or jumping across and popping him?
I guess I'm just going to shoot the 3 points.
Okay. And that's versus his coordination. Alright, so you get a marginal. Again, it's a glancing shot. Oh. Hang on just 1 second. I forgot to take his damage resistance into account when Todd slugged him. Alright, there we go. He's still damaged, but not as bad as he was. Or as bad as I thought he was for a second. Alright, so you fire off the energy. It grazes him, but doesn't really do anything. Myrmidon, you're up.
We'll take another swing at it.
Alright.
Swing and a miss.
Yep. You turn around, take that swing. He's got into the kind of a boxer pose and ducks to one side. Recluse, you're up. Run in there and punch the armor-suited guy. You know you want to.
Yep, you fading in and out.
Yeah.
I got the gist of what he said. He told you to go fight the robot man, but
It's Recluse's turn. I asked what he wanted to do, and then suggested he go fight the robot guy because he knows he wants to.
Okay, I thought you were still having to thought there. Yeah. This isn't gonna be fun, but it's something that's gotta happen.
I'm always trying to find him.
Yeah. A little bit closer. And hit him with some webs.
Alright. That is a coordination to resist, I believe. And he does so.
Alright, one more.
That time, the second time, you actually catch a little of his foot as he's kind of trying to hop up out of the way, and he literally just uses the flame from the other jet boot to burn it off before it really attaches good. Because, he rolled really high that time, so he gets to be fancy. Alright, then it's the teleporting chick's turn, but she is done for the day. And then it is the pixie chick's turn. And she spins the round using her blast to take the web off of her. That is her action, and then she flies around here. Token layer. Alright, this guy comes back out. Let's see, do we have any little faces I can put on him? There we go. He has a hostage. He's got her with one hand, he's got the gun on her. His rifle's across his back. He got his pistol out. All he tells you guys is, I'm driving out of here. Nobody try to stop me. And he kind of pushes his kidnapped victim up in the cab of the truck and climbs in himself. He goes, nobody try to stop me. I will leave her somewhere on a street, a few blocks from here. Don't come after me. But he sounds kind of panicky. Taylor, you're up.
going towards the building. How far do you want him to move?
Let's see. Definitely not any further than this.
Alright.
Well, yeah, anywhere in that general area is
And
fine.
he will take a single T-blast. Yeah, and he'll take a single T-blast at Mr. Robot Suit.
Alright.
Well, darn. That is a success for you, Jason.
It is, it is. Yeah, Suit Guy seems to be pretty well trained. And then it is his go. Zach, he looks at Recluse and goes, "That's enough of that, Spider-Man." Takes and raises a gauntlet at you and fires a blast. Coordination 6.
Ew. That's a tie.
Yes, it's a tie, so it doesn't do any damage. You feel the blast is apparently electrical in nature. So, you know, you see it zip by, all the hair on your body kind of stands up straight. And then it, let's see, from the angle, yeah, then it hits the truck. The headlight on that side flares up and then goes out. From inside, you hear the thug start cursing as he's trying to crank the truck, and something ain't working now. Let's see, he gets one attack, so that's all he gets to do. But he does get to move. Where is he going to move to? He shoots straight up in the air. 50 feet or so. I think he's got that much movement. Yeah. So he basically gets out of range of being grabbed, at least. You know, and quite a bit higher than where Todd leapt up to meet him, so he's gambling about how high Todd can jump. And then we're at the top of the order, launch.
Is this a person right here? Yeah, it's a...
Yeah, he's inside. He is inside the truck. He's the one that had a hostage.
Huh.
So please do not hit the truck too hard, as there's a hostage inside.
Okay. I'm going to launch himself at this guy.
Okay. You have no problem reaching him.
Wow.
Let's see, in his prowess.
The dice are cruel this day.
So you go flying through the air. You land over here on the opposite side of him, but he manages to twist around in the air so that you miss him. As you land, you hear him go, I'm starting to feel a little picked on. Myrmidon.
Flying suit guys in there.
Yes.
How can I jump?
You don't have super leaping, so not that high.
But I do have super strength.
Yeah, you've also got a stone form.
That's true. Do I weigh more than a building?
Maybe. Let's see. If you wanted to spend a determination to essentially power stunt for super leaping for a round, I could let you do that.
I mean, going through determination points. Hold on a second.
You only used what, one?
2.
Oh. Yeah, you might be running a little low then.
No. I could use 3.
Okay.
Screw me up. Yep, we'll do that. We'll basically jump up and try and pop his ass a good one.
Alright. Give me the roll. Alright, you need to beat a 13.
Yeah. 10. Even if I'd had a +2, I'd missed.
Yeah. Recluse.
Alright, I think Recluse is gonna leap onto the hood of that truck and pull the guy through the windshield.
Okay. You're super strong. Windshield isn't going to give you much resistance.
Prowess.
Versus a regular soldier type's prowess. Alright, you land on the roof. The woman inside that he's got as a hostage screams when she sees you. Nothing nothing unusual for you, truthfully. He looks up where he's been trying to get the thing to crank. He looks up, goes for his pistol as your hand comes through the windshield, grabs him by the front of his shirt, and just hauls him back out through.
And for my second attack, I'm just going to throw him across the street.
Alright.
Throw him at the robot man.
Actually, you know what? Could I?
Yeah.
Alright, so would that be a coordination or a strength roll?
Give me a coordination to try and hit the robot man. Because it is you basically making a ranged attack, just, with another dude.
That makes sense. Oh, I missed.
He ducks to the side. The dude goes by screaming, ah!
That's worth a shot.
The dude is, however, knocked out when he hits the ground. So that is all your gun toters taken care of.
Oh, that's my turn.
Teleporting chick is still teleported away. Get the webbing off of her because she is no longer webbed.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the start of that turn, at the start of the next turn order, unit has showed up on the scene.
At the start of this turn or the start of the last turn? I mean, the next turn.
This current turn order. Because he was one turn after Impulse. Impulse did his turn, and the next turn order started.
Okay. Let me make him visible right quick, and then we will... You all see this car come rolling up, and he jumps out of the back. And then the car takes off. Unit was far enough away, he called an Uber.
I hope he tipped generously.
Nope, just an autograph.
Nah,
These suits don't have pockets. Alright, so go ahead. What does he do this round?
I mean, it's not my turn yet. It's just during the turn order he is supposed to show up.
Okay, gotcha.
Once it becomes my turn, then he can take an action.
Oh, that's right. You're down towards the bottom. Okay. And the pixie chick rounds the corner and takes a shot at Recluse.
Now, I feel like we got off on a bad start.
She's like, hey, you know, I'm a bug lady. You're an arachnid dude. Yeah, it was never going to be good. Though at least mine's a costume I can take off. Ugh.
I, for one, think I look fantastic. So, you know what? Never mind. Don't want to be friends with you anymore. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Alright, she beats you by 1. So that is 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that puts me at -4 health.
Well, you stop at 0, but yeah. So you are unconscious. So all the rest of y'all here, that's it. I think I look fantastic. I don't be your friend anyway. And then, thump. Let's see. Really no point in having you roll for the secondary effect. All those guys are gone. Taylor, you're up.
Cool. You see Unit put his hand up there, go, novice wake up call, and then points at Recluse and says, Impulse, coverage. So Impulse is redirecting towards Recluse.
Okay, he can get to Recluse this round.
And he will pop a shot at the waspy woman.
Pixie chick.
Pixie chick.
Youch.
That is a max roll right there. Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, this will be her... You're shooting at her, so it's her coordination. That's like a massive success of some sort. It's a marginal, moderate, major. It's a major success. And the T-blasts, I believe, are slamming. So on a major or moderate, alright, so normally you would knock her into the next range increment.
Alright.
But she will hit the building before that happens, so she ends up stopping. And you do 4 points of damage?
Yes.
Alright. Normally, with the way you knocked her, she'd have to spend an action basically picking herself up and getting back, where she could do something. It would normally take her out for a round. However, she only had 4 stamina left, so...
She goes, thump, thump.
Yeah. She hits the building, reverts to full size, no longer has wings, and then falls to the ground.
Alright. Alright then. Novice will turn back around from the corner
Okay.
as he was given a wake-up call, and he will be advancing to go inside to check inside the building.
Okay. He can go ahead and get down here to inside the building's fine.
Alright. About there, looking inside. Make sure there's not another gunman.
No. You see a few, let's see, that was probably the receptionist he grabbed. You see some other workers, some other lab coat types that are in there with their heads down.
Alright, Novice will shout, "Don't worry, we're handling the situation. U.N.I.S.O.N is here. We're going to keep gunfire to a minimum." Unit from the back. Going to advance. You know, once again looking both ways. Make sure there's not incoming traffic. And is going to shout to the robot man to, "Sir, please surrender. We already have one unconscious. Escaping at this point does not help you continue escaping. We have seen you. We have someone that will be in custody. Please surrender. It will go better for you."
Let's see here. And then it is his turn.
Who do you make that speech to?
The armor suited guy.
The one conscious guy in the robot suit to please surrender.
If he surrenders, he's an idiot.
He tries to escape. He gets shot.
You're basically holding your action until he tries to get away.
Yeah, if he tries to get away, he's getting T-blasted. I'm just informing him that
He tries to get away.
We have his. What?
I said he tries to get away.
I'll take a T-blast.
You know.
Aiming for his, jet boost.
He kind of tells you, "That's a generous offer," and then he goes.
That's possible. I'll hit him.
Let's see. This is a coordination. Oh, you make contact. Can you hear me? Everybody is frozen. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Alright. I didn't lose internet. Everything just kind of froze for a second. I had to hit the reconnect. Alright, so you hit him by 1, so that's 4 points of damage. You see him kind of shake a little bit. You know, where you can tell you managed to peg him, but it doesn't get through the armor. And then he zips out of sight.
How fast is he traveling?
How fast is too fast?
Alright, this is just he's going to travel faster than we can travel.
No. He's got a flight of like 5 or so. Or no, excuse me, flight of 4. That's not as impressive as I thought.
So how far in a turn can he get?
Let's see. Let's see. Distances for... He can get several city blocks and around. But, you know, is not precise distance, but it's the way the system works.
Alright. You see Impulse drop unconscious.
Just right there in the middle of the street, huh?
Yep. And you didn't running up to catch him. And that will travel at a rank 6.
So you can keep up with him, no problem. Okay.
explaining to the group, Impulse has the ability to follow others. It's just he's going to fall unconscious while he does it. He can keep up with him fast enough that we can track him down wherever he goes.
Alright, so shortly thereafter the police arrive. You get there, you find out they got a call from a member of U.N.I.S.O.N, one of the ones that was somewhere else in the city. Or basically one that wasn't on patrol, but still had his communicator on him, so. None of the alarms in the building went off like they were supposed to. So the police did not know about it until U.N.I.S.O.N let them in on it.
More brownie points.
They show up, you know, they arrest everybody. The vanishing, reappearing chick y'all don't see anymore. But she was looking kind of beat up, so she probably, that last time she teleported away, she probably, yeah, that was probably her making her run for it. You've got Pixie Chick captured. That is actually the name she goes by. She is a virtually unknown supervillain in this part of the country. She's originally from Texas. And, you know, she's a minor smash and grab style thief out there, you know. She has tangled with a few of the local heroes out there. But and played henchmen to other villains on occasion. So none of you were familiar with her from anywhere, but the police have her on record. The gun toters are all, you know, essentially mercs for hire, henchmen for hire. All of them have a record as long as their arm. The woman that was taken captive is shook up. Nobody inside is any more injured than, you know, having gotten punched or, you know, pistol whipped to make an example out of them, but nothing. Nobody was shot. Nobody was, you know, badly beaten. They had loaded a few devices up in the truck. But were, you know, clearly the armored suited guy was carrying most of it because it's all heavy stuff. But it's the exact MO of some of the previous technological thefts. Descriptions of the vanishing woman match up with eyewitness descriptions of the blanking on the word, the suspects in the previous thefts. At least all of them that have happened in the last 2 weeks. You know, when there was such a rash of them.
Was Impulse able to track the Robo-Man?
Yes. You are indeed able to follow him.
Alright, unit is... any members of U.N.I.S.O.N currently with the police are conveying the information of where he's landed, where he... You know, keeping tabs until he gets out of the suit at some kind of base.
And that is what you follow him to. It is a wore-out, abandoned warehouse. Excuse me. Old abandoned mechanic shop that has been converted to have a small kind of barracks area. You know, several toilets. It's been... The inside has been outfitted. Here, I'll let you see it.
Alright, back to the current, or are we swapping scenes?
Well, I was going to show y'all just the general look of the place.
Okay.
You know, if y'all choose to go there or not is, you know, up to y'all. But yeah, you finish talking to the police. You tell them where to go. He's there. You see the blonde chick show up there, or she's actually already there when you arrive. She's got her suit off. She's got an open bottle of some kind of painkillers that she's clearly been popping. He comes through a disguised roof entrance. It looks like an extra air conditioning unit up top, and then but it's just empty aluminum that kind of flips open. He goes in and it shuts again. News crews arrived. Do y'all hang around and talk to the news crews?
Nah.
I mean, obviously, Novice is taking impulse away, and Unit is conversing.
What's Recluse's current status?
Everybody knows that you're part of a new team in Manford.
No, I mean health-wise.
Is he conscious?
Oh, that's right. I was going into all this without.
Or does Myrmidon, like, scoop him up?
Rest here against my bosom.
Nope.
Rest upon the mighty memories of the Myrmidon.
Let me see. What did she do?
Should we take him to a vet or something?
Okay. No, he is just unconscious. It doesn't look like her blast. The bullets have obviously actually hurt him. It doesn't look like her blast really did physical damage. It's like there's some kind of stunning effect, or by the time y'all finish talking to the police and the medics have shown up and kind of patched him up a little bit, he's starting to rouse up.
Is this heaven? It looks like crap.
As soon as you start rousing up, the EMTs kind of step away from you because they don't. Big spider guy. Who knows how he reacts? Sir, you might need to go to a hospital. You've been shot.
That's probably a good idea. What's the closest one from here? I don't have the money for an ambulance, right? I can probably just walk there. Hey, Lunch, could you carry me to the closest hospital? I can't afford an ambulance. I'm, homeless. Just give you the money for ambulance ride? Sure.
It's only bullets. Walk it off.
Sir, I'll go with you to the hospital.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Alright, so Launch gets him to a hospital. They do some more patching up. They, pull bullets out, sew you up.
I think it would be more of a stapling or super glue, considering the exoskeleton thing. They're just confused and concerned.
I don't know if he actually has an exoskeleton per se.
It's more kind of a weird skin condition.
It's like a tougher hide.
Yeah.
Staples, then.
Yeah, probably still staples though. You got a point there. You're in kind of an open area where there's attached to the emergency room where there's several beds. They make sure your curtain is all pulled all the way around at all times. So. The next day when you leave, they're kind of rushing you out early in the morning. Well, you look fine. Let's go.
Don't leave
we get breakfast? Hey, you got scrambled eggs and bacon. Why don't I get scrambled eggs and bacon? I want bacon, damn it.
If we give you bacon, will you leave quietly?
Later. Let's go.
If we give you bacon, will you leave quietly?
Maybe.
They come back with a little baggie with a handful of bacon in it. There you go.
Thank you. Your job is very difficult. I shouldn't be such a pain in the ass.
It's okay. Just go and be careful.
Don't come back.
All right. As the police are wrapping up, Taylor, you said you told them where the guys were holed up.
Yes, I'm giving up-to-date information about the travel, where he's going, where he's headed, and once he's there, information on where he is, and if they would want our cooperation in a raid.
It's like, officially, we're not supposed to ask for that sort of thing. If you were there when we showed up in a few minutes, we would cooperate, though.
Completely understood, sir. You have not asked for our aid.
Just technically the way things, So the police roll. They call it in. They're rolling out SWAT guys. The head guy on the scene, tells you about when they'll be getting. But they're rolling them out now. It'll take them X number of minutes to get there. They've been told there may be heroes on scene.
Now, I also informed before this happens, when the first on leaves, that I can give them information about just when those two go to sleep. So it could be, something.
Oh, the lieutenant's like, you've got somebody in the building watching them.
Yes. One of my members has an ability to kind of.
But however you do it, it's fine. All right. So, you give them that information. And yeah, they raid them in the middle of the night. They capture the armor-suited guy because he is, unarmored when they go in. The teleportation chick. The report. Well, what your man inside sees is as soon as they approach her, she hears them. She sits up, brings up her arm. The orbs form around him, and she hits like 3 officers and drops them. As she's climbing out of bed, but when she fires them, she kind of staggers, and has to catch herself for a second. And when the next batch of officers round the corner, she just teleports away. She had clearly not recovered completely from whatever it was affecting her at the fight. Armor-suited guy, they take without. He doesn't put up any fight because he's
a regular dude outside suit.
Yeah. He's still got the fighting skills that, hand to hand, he might have made an attempt, but guns on him now, his entire demeanor while you've been watching him is that of a professional. He was clearly some sort of soldier or mercenary. You don't know if he invented the suit, but you have observed him doing maintenance and repairs to it. The big dent the Myrmidon put in his face, he's been knocking that out. Not literally with a hammer because it's super tech, but So they have wound up arrested. Other than what he uses on his equipment, there doesn't seem to be any other super tech in the base. Whatever they've been stealing, they have not been storing here, obviously. As soon as they get him, he lawyers up. It's a rather high-priced lawyer from out of town that shows up to defend him.
Well, I'm sure the bank. Oh, it's the bank cameras work.
Well, it wasn't a bank; it was a tech firm.
Oh, sorry, the tech firm.
And no, they all stopped almost as soon as he got there. They stopped. The alarms didn't go off. All the electronic locks opened. You know, their best guess is somebody hacked their system as these guys were going in. Or as a prelude to these guys going in, probably. The officer, or the lieutenant y'all were talking to at the scene, he calls up your legal representative, off the record, and fills him in on the basics of, guys not talking, the
Right. Is listening.
all the hired henchmen. They're telling us everything they know. They don't know nothing.
But they know the man in the suit was there.
Yeah, oh yeah. The man in the suit hired them. He was apparently running this little squad.
And this raid presented that man as the man that owns and works on that suit.
They had seen him work on it before. They had the impression that he was working for somebody. Like there was a bigger fish higher up, but they're not sure if he had a boss or if he was just taking out somebody took out a contract with him. They're not sure how that part works. Pixie Chick is essentially the same way. She's hired help. She doesn't know who they're actually taking this stuff for. She is just paid for her troubles. Yeah, it's really all the useful information she'd have. Other than, she also knows they are not the only squad that's been out here doing this stuff.
Does the suit have an internal computing system?
Yes.
Is there any way to get the log data, like flight data, where it's been, any recordings it may have?
The police have some tech people going over it, but they've been saying that the security on the internal system is top notch. So he's got hopes that they'll be able to crack it eventually and get some of that kind of stuff, but as of right now, it's not letting anybody in. And since you can never tell with them kind of things if there's going to have some kind of destruction, auto-destruct or something, the tech guys are going very slow, very carefully. Once again, in the press, you're applauded as heroes. They comment on the fact that your two teams seem to be working together quite a bit. Anytime they talk to you at the scene, it's getting to the point that they're starting to badger you for a team name. Not you, Taylor, the rest of them.
Well, time out. I didn't catch any of that. They're starting to refer to what?
I said they're starting to all but badger the heroes over what their team name is.
Oh, okay.
But everybody's applauding you as heroes. Zach, Ann, are you still there? Or are you muted?
Oh, we're just muted.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. There was a computer on site that they haven't been able to get into that. There's some emails exchanged, but everything's in kind of code phrases. But with Pixie Chick verifying that there's actually multiple groups doing this, everybody's kind of waiting for the next assault on one of these places. But you've at least shut down one group. It's about 4. I guess we'll wrap up here. Before we go, we got to come up with a team name. I mean, we won't do it in the next couple minutes, I'm sure, but on Discord or something, we got to start up a conversation. We got to figure out a team name.
Yeah.
We're like 6 sessions in.
Do we really?
Unless you're going to be the Alliance of Unaligned Heroes, where you're like officially a non-team.
Which would make us like the Defenders.
Except they have a name.
A non-team.
Yes, they
were.
would. They didn't have a regular roster, but they did have a name.
We'd be the Revengers.
Disney might still sue you.
Power.
About team names.
You broke up there, Tarky. What now?
I said I'm not sure I even need to be in the talk about this team name stuff.
As someone who's named a team, though, you might be able to offer suggestions.
He is a team.
That's what I'm saying. He's named a team, so he could offer suggestions to you guys. You could always be the
My suggestion is make a name.
Manford Defense Militia. Oh wait, that gets confused with those other guys that are MDM.
Honestly, at this point, the Manford 3 works well. The Manford Boys.
What? Boys with an I is gender neutral.
That works.
Nope. The Myrmidon refuses.
Wait, what?
The Myrmidon refuses. The Myrmidon is not gender neutral. The Myrmidon is all man.
Yes, but since is Launch a female character?
Yes.
If there's a mix, you have to have a neutral term for both at the same time.
Not really.
Or you call yourselves the Manford 3, and then Captain 500 finally starts showing up, and then you're 4.
That's it. We call ourselves the Manford 3, and there's how many of us? 8, 10, some shit like that. How many is Tarky? Is Tarky 5?
Unison is 6 members.
We're the Manford 9.
Well, Unison's just Unison. They're just here.
You've been absorbed into the whole that is the Manford 9.
Yeah,
Let's just call them the 9. And then when we get new people, we'll call them the 10.
Or,
On everything.
alright.
And just suggest LMR, League of Mutant Rights. It's a
Not you.
better of all their names. So I think Mutant Rights League rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Alright. I am asking you, nay, begging you. Everybody have a legitimate, serious suggestion next time.
Okay.
And then we go.
Fantastic Four. Pretty sure they don't exist in this world.
My podcast is very, very small, Todd. Please do not bring down the wrath of Disney on me. Alright then.
Alright.
We will sign off here. Like I said, everybody try to have a serious suggestion for next time. I'll have one. Tarky can have one, even though his team is whatever.
My team name is good.
Just so we have 4 or 5 team name ideals
The Jackson 5.
Well, I haven't told you what county y'all are in, so, you know, I can always make it Jackson County, I guess. I'd have to go find a picture of, what was the robot that popped up in the Jackson 5 cartoon?
Hell, I forget, it was actually before my time.
I only watch reruns on BET, so.
I don't know if I've ever watched a whole episode of it, I just know it exists.
All right, then. Well, I hope everybody had fun.
We did. Y'all take care.
Yay, technical difficulty.
Yeah, very few, very few. I'm quite pleased. Yep.